Hey guys, Saladifier here. Welcome back to more MCreator. This is episode 5 of MCreator. And if you guys remember last episode, we made a fully functioning spacesuit. It's got like a jetpack and everything. So in between episodes, I've been doing a lot of grinding on this, like a ton. It's taking me a long time because I want this mod to be perfect. Either way, before we get into any of that, be sure to subscribe because here's why. Mr. Lincoln Dudek said, I subbed, right? And he left a comment. And so now here he is, getting a shout out. So if you guys subscribe, then comment that you subscribed, you'll get a shout out in the next video. Now, don't be afraid, Lincoln Dudek, thinking that, oh man, I just used up my one shout out, now I can't get that again because I'm already subscribed. Well, actually, you can. If you were to share with a friend, and the friend were to come along and comment down below that he's subscribed, you'll both get shout outs in the next episode. So say Mr. Seltzer came and said, I subscribed, I was brought here by Lincoln Dudek, then boom, 2 shoutouts right there. And then you can unlimit it. So like every episode you could have a shoutout. Or you can have multiple in one episode. You can do whatever you want. Just share with friends, get more people to the channel, get them to subscribe, and they comment for you. Boom, unlimited shoutouts. Imagine the clout you can get. Anyway, yeah, so also while we're here selling out, be sure to like, and sharing is caring. Alright, not many people use the share button. If you think this mod is cool and you want to play with your friends and they want to see the development of it, be sure to share it with a friend. Thanks. Alright, anyway, let's get right on into this. So, in between episodes, of course, I did a lot. I think this is getting like a while back because like I took probably like a 2-week break in between when I recorded the episode. I worked like hard at it for like 5 days and I took like a 2-week break and I just came back like a week ago and started working hard at it. And so in between the 2 weeks, or before the 2 weeks, I made Idrium fuel and Terzium fuel. I made it so that I made a different fuel system for the jetpack. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what I mean by that. So we're kind of going to fake play through the mod because I think that's the best way to kind of describe what's going on. So let's load this up and I'll be right back once it's all loaded up. Alright guys, so I think this spawned on a bit of a weird chunk because this whole wall is just gone. So I think something weird happened with the chunks here. But these things spawn way too frequently. I need to nerf that. Anyway, so I think I showed you guys how to rebuild this, right? Actually, I might not have. No, I don't think I did. So anyway, I rebuilt the lab. Here's what it looks like. Ignore that wall is just gone. On the top at least. So it's kind of more like a brick build now. It kind of looks more like lab-like, I think. Of course, and that wall is just gone. So you can ignore that. Besides that, though, let's hop right on into here. I'm going to show you guys how it works. So, of course, now we got our fuels here, and then it gives you a whole set of armor just because this is basically like a tutorial on how the mod works. So, if we put this here with our blaze powder and our premium dust, we get our premium fuel, of course. If we come down here, oh crap, frick, I'm stuck. Hang on. Game mode creative, there we go. Game mode survival, there. Alright, so you come in through here usually, traditionally speaking, and you see down here there's like random crap all over the walls just to kind of symbolize stuff, and you can kind of, there's like a little symbolism everywhere. So you come up here and then you'd be like, oh wow, there's a lot of interesting stuff around here. There's the armor, of course, the fuels, and then over here there's like random like ender pearls and whatever this is, and then over here where you came up there's actually another ladder kind of hidden. I guess it's not that hidden, and then up here there's like more stuff. So yeah, cool stuff going on here. And so now you use the premium fuel and you hold right click and you see that the points are slowly going up. Now this was because before I had it just like you right click it fills up your armor, but that doesn't really, that's kind of cheap, like a cheap way to not code. So I figured, you know, I'm just going to go through it, I'm going to grind out the code and make this work properly. So I also made it so other fuels work too. So if armor point is at 100 like this and you were to use the Idrium fuel, like the second tier, it would go from 100 to 200, but it won't fill you up from 0. So you need to first use premium and then Idrium, and then you can go to 200 like that. So anyway, let's pull this lever. Let's see what happens. I heard something. Yep. And so now check this out. It's essentially an auto miner, and it mines its way into the void. So that's going. I don't actually have food, so I'm probably going to end up dying. I'm going to wait till this TNT ends, because one time I almost died from it. Alright. Alright, dude. Yep. Let's go! And then we're into the black hole territory. So we can see I retextured the black hole as well. I don't know if that was in the last episode or not. And then we hit X, boom. We launch to Idaris. And I can see our helmet and our chest piece are already at 99. And so that's something we're going to have to look at a lot. Or oh, I'm not going to be able to land into the water. Actually, maybe. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so first things first, we need iron. So we're going to go ahead and collect some iron real quick. Alright, so just theoretically, imagine I walked around, because it would actually take like a half hour to play through. I've tried it before. So we're going to pretend that I got like this much iron, right? Just because iron is one of the hardest things to get in this game. I accidentally made it way too hard to get. So we also need to collect a lot of this sand, because this is our only way of getting sticks. So a lot of the stuff on this world you can't actually mine, so it's probably wise to bring like a pickaxe and everything with you. But you can do it without anything, with just armor. So if you go ahead and get all this, and I think we're probably going to need a little more sands. So go like this, because I just need an iron pickaxe. That's all I need to mine Idaris, which is what I need to get the first thing that I will show you guys. So, alright, we got... I think this should be enough. So now here's what we're going to do. Actually, I want to get 16, because I'm pretty sure 16 is a magic number. So let's see if this works. So, Samnata, Vrodar, Iron Nuggets makes us sticks. If I go like that, I get a plank, and so of course I want to do that 4 times so I can get a crafting table. And this is called gray wood, or like gray, because it's like they're not life, like there's no life on this planet. So if you just kind of put sticks together, any type of wood that you would make is just kind of like gray, because like, wait, yeah. So now, hang on. I'm such an idiot. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's grab myself some more planks. So, I did not mean to do that. So now there's another type of wood in the game. It's gray. There's no saplings for it. And there's also no leaves, because it's not an actual tree. It's just a type of wood that you can get. So, what we're going to do is we're going to make some sticks here. We're going to make an iron pickaxe and a bucket, because a bucket's going to be very important. And you'll see why in a moment. So we're going to make a bucket and an iron pickaxe. The iron pickaxe can mine diamonds, which are very frequent on this planet. So just alone to get that much iron, it would probably take you like 20 minutes. Just because like there's the iron patches, like there's a lot underwater, but it's hard to find some in like accessible hills. So it would take a pretty decent amount of time to get that. Anyway, we're going to grab a bucket of water temporarily. Eventually we're going to use this for lava. But let's go over here and we're going to mine this Idaris. So this gives us cobbled Idaris, of course, because it's like stone and cobblestone, you know? So we're actually going to mine into this mountain here, because I've found that this is probably the best way to do things, just to go right into a mountain like this. And we're going to get 16 pieces of cobbled stone. We're going to make a furnace like this out of Idaris, where we get an organics composer. Then we're going to make cobblestone just like that. Then we can use the cobblestone to make a regular furnace. And then we'll mine here, we can put our furnace there, and so now we can melt stuff if we need to. And now I'm going to make a little system to have the composer working properly. So, because I want you guys to see like how sick this looks. So I'm trying to think of a way to set this up. So we're gonna put the water here. We're gonna put that there. We're gonna mine here and put this here. So now this is gonna be able to function properly because there's water on top of it. So all you need for the organics composer is for water to be on top of it, and then it will work properly. You don't need fuel. There's no fuel necessary in this. So what we need first is we need smooth Idaris. So we need to grab some of this and throw it into a furnace. I think 16 pieces should be enough. So if we were to do this and then that, and now if I only have 2 planks, that's fine, because check this out. Check out what I'm about to do. So this is going to smelt, and this is going to give me like regular Idaris. So I throw the Idaris in here. Now this is going to start burning it. It does work a little differently in the furnace, but this freaking thing took me so long to figure out, guys. It was just not a good time. Alright, and then this gives me a gray log. So I can turn the log into 4 planks and keep smelting. And so now I'm going to keep doing this a little bit. And I actually might just make a second thingy, like another organics composer, just because I need food. Oh. So here's how we're gonna get our food source, because there's no like living things on this planet, right? There's no life. Maybe. Maybe there will be. I genuinely don't know if I'm gonna add that yet. So we're gonna put this log in here. Oh, there's no water on top of it. I'm an idiot. Alright, there we go. Now there's water on top of it. Now you got the whole thing sprinkling out. And that's smelting. We got more wood here. This is still going. I can get even more. And yeah, so now we got our whole system going here. Now we got a genetically modified organic. So now what this can be used for is now I can smelt this and make food out of this. So I'm going to get more cobblestone actually. And we're going to make another furnace and just melt it. We're going to make something called an organic pit. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go like pop, boop, and then schlumbity. And now we just throw this in here along with that. And we get ourselves our genetically modified organic. It's going to smelt until we get, of course, let me just get everything going here. There's actually no more planks in here. There we go. We get an organic pit. And so now we can eat this. And that gives us 3 hunger points. So it's a pretty good food. I'm not going to lie. I may nerf it just to make things a little harder. But I don't think I will. But yeah, so that's our main source of food is the organic pits. This now we're going to throw that in there. For this and there. And we're just getting we're getting food now. So it's pretty quick once you have the iron. But now is the next step, and this part gets pretty complicated. We gotta look for spikes. So I'll be right back in a second once I collect all this, and I'll show you guys what exactly we're looking for. Alright, so as you guys know, we are kind of like running out of fuel. So like eventually, hypothetically speaking, we'd probably be at around 60 fuel points in our chest, which is basically our oxygen. So if we have no fuel there, what do you think is gonna happen? That's right, we're probably gonna die. So what we can do to counter our death is we gotta make more fuel. Like we have 100 points in here, so we'll be able to like get more fuel, but it gets really complicated with the armor when you don't have oxygen on the planet. Because like, yeah, I can remove the armor, but I think C? Is it Z maybe? There is a way to remove the R. It's R. So I can remove the fuel from the armor, but it just kind of works a little complicated. So on Earth, you could manage to switch fuels from different armors because you don't have to worry about suffocating. But if you do that here and like you remove all the fuel from like your chest piece by accident, then you're probably gonna die. So we gotta look for something to make more premium fuel, and I see it over there. So that's actually gonna take me a while to get to. I'm just gonna fly there. So we're gonna pretend, of course, that we're actually playing legitly, but for the sake of the video needing to be short, we're gonna have to fly over here. So we come over here. And you see how there's these little like spikes? That's exactly what we're looking for. So these things are Aquapetra spikes. The little spikes that kind of spawn in the ground. There's only like 8 versions of them. So in theory you can memorize like where all the ores are and like the traps and stuff like this in here. So we actually need diamonds first. I forgot about that. So the best way to find diamonds is to look in the oceans here and like look on the walls. And like, yeah, look, there's diamonds right there. We can make a diamond pickaxe just like that. So we're gonna go mine those. Let me just get some planks real quick. I did duplicate some wood. Not duplicate, I went into creative. And yeah, so let's go get these diamonds quick. And alright, let's mine these. Why am I sink? Holy crap. Alright, let's mine this. Boom, got one. There we go. I am going to try to swim in there and tunnel. Boop, boop. And then, there we go. I can mine these pretty quickly. And then let's get out of here. Alright, there we go. So now we got diamonds. Let's quickly craft a diamond pickaxe just because that's what we need to mine Aquapetra efficiently. So let's go ahead and collect this. Alright, now let's zoom up here. Alright, now let's mine these spikes. So we come in here. I think this is one of the smaller versions, but it still has some plutonium, which is important. So what we need to get more fuel, because that's the first part we're going to need, is we need to have endstone, obsidian, and ender pearls. So how do we get ender pearls? If there's no mobs here, endermen don't teleport here. Maybe they do. Maybe not. How do we do this? So first things first, I need to get rid of the water. we're gonna pick up this lava here. No, wait. What is happening? Stop. You kidding me? I think I accidentally hit R and it just went collecting everything. Shoot, now it's all redistributed. Crap. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so we got the lava. I must accidentally hit R or something. So if we look around, there's more plutonium. So usually there's a lot of plutonium in here. It's not that hard to find. So let's quickly get out of here. There we go. Very inefficient use of my fuel, but it's fine because we're in creative. Or we have creative mode enabled. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mine some plutonium. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And in these you can also find endstone and maybe obsidian in some of the larger ones. So yeah, we're gonna look for endstone. I'm gonna show you guys that quick once I find some. Yeah, okay. I can't seem to find any. We're gonna go look in that large spike over here because I know the large spikes definitely have endstone. And endstone's gonna be the key to getting off this planet because we're gonna need to use that in the organics composer in order to get ourselves ender pearls. I'll show you guys that in a second. So we actually need 6 endstone if we want to make more premium fuel. I don't know if there is anything in here. No, alright. I just want to show you guys the endstone, and then we're going to cut off camera, and I'm going to show you guys how to get everywhere from here. So, I think, yeah, endstone right here. So there is, whoa! That was close. So there is endstone in these. It's kind of rare. It's probably a little more rare than plutonium inside the spikes, but it's still possible to find, not very difficult. So what you're going to want to do is find about 10 pieces of endstone, then you should be good to go. So we're going to pretend that I have 10. We're going to go into creative. Boom. We got a lot of endstone. We did a lot of grinding. And of course you can find obsidian in there, but if you can't, you can always mine this, get obsidian chunks, which I think I have. And I think those are craftable. I'm going to have to double check. But if I go into recipes, I'm pretty sure obsidian chunks, they can be smelted to obsidian crystals. And then, can obsidian crystals be used to make obsidian? Not yet. I'm going to add that as a recipe though. So you'll be able to make obsidian from obsidian crystals if you can't find any in here. Otherwise, if you need obsidian like that desperately, just go put lava in water, and it's not hard to get. So we're gonna say we got a lot of obsidian too, just because I don't have time. So we're gonna go into survival mode, and let's go ahead and plop down our crafting table. First things first. Actually, we need an organics composer. So maybe I should be near water. Yeah. Let me grab this quick. We're going to go to the water, and we're going to pop this bad boy down. You guys already saw the particle effects. I think that's probably the coolest part, except for the fact that this thing took me like a week to make. Son of a gun. So, we come over here into the water, and we pop down this, and now if we throw in here, our obsidian will get us blaze powder. We don't need blaze powder yet. What we really need is freaking ender pearls. So we're going to pop this in here, and this will go ahead and make us things called ender chunks. And then 3 ender chunks will make an ender pearl. I'll show you guys that in a second. So that's how we get our ender chunks. And I'm actually running out of time really quickly. So I just want to show you guys the alloy smelter. This is possible to run through. I'm pretty sure I've almost run through it. This is essentially the point I've gotten to. So yeah, you make 3 of these, makes an ender pearl. We only need 2. And so yeah, now we have 2 ender pearls. So now what we can do is we can put obsidian actually like this, endstone like this, ender pearls like that, and we make premium dust. And now say we want to make ourselves blaze powder. We put lava in there, right? So this is smelting. Actually, I've never tested the lava, so there's a chance this might not work. Okay, worked properly, good. And so now that's gonna smelt, and that's gonna give us blaze powder. And so then we can use the blaze powder, of course, to make more fuel. So I'm gonna put the fuel in my armor quick, just so I can show you guys. So yeah, we're gonna fuel up all our armor. I'm pretty sure there's definitely gonna be enough space. Yeah, absolutely. So now we're going to put this here, and that, and then boom, we have more fuel now. So now we can get off the planet, or we can like survive on here. It's very possible, of course. Yeah, so next I want to show you guys the alloy smelter and how that works. So the alloy smelter is a machine that actually needs lava to operate. So it's probably best to hang in these like spikes biomes, like where you can find a lot of spikes, because here's why. So This is the alloy furnace. It takes lava to run. So if I were to, there is lava there. Okay, I'm gonna switch to survival quick. Grab that. Switch back to creative, and you can put this into here. 2, 3, 4, and then it opens it up. Now look at that. We're full on lava. So now what we can do is if we have metals. So a lot of the metals are found underground. You're gonna have to go mining to get them. I know they're possible to get. So iron first of all, which we know we can get. You guys saw me get the iron. And then, of course, we need plutonium, which we've been collecting a lot of. I should probably make that a little more rare inside the spikes, but it's fine. We will also be able to find cobalt, and we can also find tungsten. So here's what we can do. First of all, iron and tungsten makes a thing called virium. So if we go like this, and then see that smelting, we can see the particles going on here. It's a pretty sick little system here. I couldn't get it to work where it switches the block out to show like a animated fiery version of the block. So anyway, here we got virium. We see it use 10 lava points. And so now we got ourselves virium. And now let's say I do iron and I think is it plutonium? Or it might be cobalt and plutonium. Yeah, it's cobalt and plutonium. Now this is going to make something really interesting that we're going to need to get off this planet. So this is going to go ahead and make Idarium. So we got Idarium and Virium as 2 alloy metals, and then if we also had coal, so if we were to bring this back to Earth, and we were to, I'm already in creative. If we were to add coal into this, and we were to go bam and bam, this is going to make something called steel, because that's kind of how it works in the real life. So this makes a steel ingot, and yeah, pretty cool stuff right there. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the recipes with everything here. So I'm going to show you guys how the procedures work as well. Alloy GUI procedures. So we're going to look at the organic composer first. This is on an update block tick of the block itself. So it starts by checking, okay, is there water there, like whether it's still or flowing, and then it sets an alloy timer to 0. It gets a copy to see, okay, is this like, this is our first recipe essentially. It checks, okay, is this Rodar, which makes dirt, because that was another idea I had. If like you throw like that sand in there, it'll make dirt. So then it sets the output number to 1, because this is our first recipe, and then it sets that to 1. It asks, okay, is there dirt or nothing inside the output slot, and then it keeps going. And is there less than or equal to 63 items in the output slot? Because if there's 64, you don't want it to output. Instead, it removes 1, and then it sets the timer to 201, just a little over 200. And so, yeah, then if that's not the case, it goes to an else and does the second recipe. So the second recipe uses Idaris and makes logs. The third recipe uses lava, makes blaze powder. So like these two we saw on camera. The fourth recipe uses Idarium, and that makes Yidrium. So if we come over into recipes here, we can see that we can use Yidrium to go ahead and make a Yidrium bucket. So what we need to make a Yidrium bucket is our blaze powder, our premium dust is what it's called now. Of course, the bucket, and then we just throw Yidrium, and then we get more fuel. So that's how we'll get to our next planet. But how do we get off the planet, you might be asking? So of course, Endstone makes the Ender chunks, aka Ender pearls, if you have 3 of them, and then the wood makes that. So those are all the recipes. So the only one I didn't really show is that Idarium makes Yidrium, and that the Rodar makes dirt, because like you don't really need dirt on the planet. I just thought it'd be something interesting to throw in there. So we're gonna go ahead and look at the alloy smelter now, and I'm going to show you guys what's going on there. And I'm also going to show you guys how to get off the planet, because now it's possible to get off the planet. So we're going to go to the alloy furnace procedure here. So it kind of works in the same way, except because there's 2 input slots, they have to swap, so that's why I have 2. So if it's like this setup, if input 0 or 1 has iron or coal, and then it gives you steel. So it's the same setup. This time it just asks if it has fuel instead of if the water is there. And then it removes it, sets everything to where it needs to be. And it removes fuel, of course, and then it also does tungsten and iron, which makes Virium, and then of course cobalt and steel, which makes Idarium. So that all works properly. And now I bet you're wondering, how do we get off this planet? So here's the thing. Now Endstone end portal frames are craftable with Virium, 2 ender pearls, obsidian, and endstone. So this is essentially 7 endstone, obsidian, 1 tungsten, 1 iron. So you're gonna need 12 tungsten, 12 iron, 24 ender pearls. You're going to need 12 obsidian, 12 endstone, and then you're going to need 12 more ender pearls and 12 blaze powder. So it is a little bit of a grind to get out, but you can. It's possible to get out, and then that brings you back to the end. So you still can't get back to Earth, because I added a procedure so that once you kill the Ender Dragon, it puts bedrock over the portal. So you have to go through this. You have to do it. So you can get back to the end, and then you got to find your way back to Earth. So there might be a way to do that pretty soon. I think our next planet is probably Ethereal. I might work on Ignis next, though, just because that's what I plan on doing, but I don't know. What planet should I do next, guys? Should I do Ethereal, which is kind of like the heavenly planet? Like, it's going to be kind of like floating islands that you jump from island to island. It's going to be very important that you have fuel in your boots. Or should I add in Ignis next, which is going to be like a more open version of the Nether, and it's going to be more orangey and more like fiery than the Nether. So what do you guys think? Should I add Ignis or should I add Ethereal? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoy. I apologize, this episode was a little bit long. I didn't really mean it to go this long. But yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy the coffee. Peace out.